So welcome and welcome back to you guys. I want to highlight a few things. First of all, at this year's IIeX, we have Annie Pettit that's leading our new speaker showcase. We also have Meet the Startups, which is going to be some really huge number of startups that you can go around and learn what the new capabilities are. We're going to have the client showcases for Lowe's, Keurig's, and Procter & Gamble, and we're going to have the IIeX competition, which is my personal favorite part of the whole day or the whole week. And that'll be tomorrow morning with the announcement of the winner on Wednesday afternoon. We have some events. So Lucid, thank you for last night. If you didn't get a chance to have a beer, you missed out on a nice cold beer. Zappy is hosting our event tonight at the garage from 6 to 8, and there's a food truck and beer. So you see the theme. We also have the Jenny Valentine Award tonight, 6 to 7:30 at the Barrel House for bravery and research, which is a wonderful thing. Tomorrow night is Periscope by McKinsey, 7 to 9, and Women in Research here in the Conference Center from 5:30 to 7. We have a ton of speakers. You've got an agenda in front of you, printed agenda, or you might have. That is always going to be a little bit outdated. Check the Bizibo app for the latest updates to make sure you've got everything updated. The code is IIeX. And we have 5 tracks, is that right? 5 tracks? Mm-hmm. Feel free to switch in between tracks. And also all the presentations, or most of the presentations should be available for download within a couple of weeks. Internet, GT Visitor, lunch. Everybody has a red dot or a blue dot. And today, for the red dot people get to go to lunch at 12:20. The blue dot people have to report to housekeeping and make up all the beds. The blue dot people will be at 1:20. So a few things to remember. We are sold out, so be sure and fill up every seat. This is a huge crowd. Twitter, the hashtag is IIeX, and we have so much stuff going on.
There's a lot going on.
We have a juice bar. We have the donut thing. We have espresso bars. All kinds of stuff to kind of keep you moving throughout all of the exhibitors. We have a ton of great exhibitors, so be sure and stop by all the booths. And I want to thank some sponsors in particular. I can't thank all of them because we're already running late. But I want to thank our title sponsor, Research Now SSI, and our visionary sponsor, which I love that title, Zappy Store, and our premium sponsors, AYTM, Lucid, Distillery, Fuel Cycle, Sentient, and Wiser. So I'm going to turn it over to Kristen now because I feel like I've been talking for a really long time.
Yeah, usually it's the other way around.
So Kristen,
usually I'm the one talking a lot.
So thank you, and we're going to turn it over to you.
Yeah.
Inspire us.
As Lenny mentioned, you're going to be exposed to a lot of new technologies and techniques. We've got amazing presentations also from all over the world. I noticed a lot of folks from my international research community are here today. We've got people from London, from Germany. I saw my friends from NetQuest in Spain here somewhere. NetQuest, I know you're around here somewhere. I think Horst Feldhauser from InfoTools gets the award for traveling the furthest. He's here from New Zealand, so Horst, I appreciate that you're here at 8:30 in the morning, my friend. If you're based here in the US, this is really your chance to get a really global perspective without ever having to take out your passport, so make sure you hit those sessions. I also want to mention that as Lenny said, we've got client showcases and workshops. We have a startup competition. There's over 40 startups here. So this, again, is really your chance to get exposed to new and different ways of doing things. And with that, I would kind of want to leave you with 3 requests that I have for you for the conference. The first is to keep an open mind. You're going to be exposed to a lot of new ways of doing things, new methods, new technologies over the next couple of days. And as researchers, we're really great at microanalyzing stuff and beating the hell out of things. And I would say, hey, just sit with it. Just sit with it. Let it seep into your bones. Figure out how you might be able to use those new techniques, those new methodologies back at the office. Don't spend too much time trying to tear things down or rip them apart. Just consider the possibilities. The second is to widen your circle. And as Lenny mentioned, there's over 1,000 researchers here today. As humans, we have a tendency to kind of cluster and gravitate toward what's familiar. And I would say don't do that here. This is your chance to meet new people. If you're not in a sales role, you're probably not used to maybe walking up to yourself and introducing yourself to people. As Greg pointed out, there's a lot of new people here for the first time. So introduce yourself to someone. The new speaker series is a great opportunity to see some new speakers you haven't seen before, and kudos to Annie Pettit for starting that initiative. It is scary as hell to get on stage for the first time, so please be nice and be gentle with these folks and make sure they have a full room for their first presentation. That'd be awesome. And lastly, I would just say embrace serendipity. If you're like me, you try to overplan your days down to every single second. Don't do that here. Some of the best presentations that I've seen at IIeX or at any conference have been ones that I accidentally wandered into because I got distracted or something seemed interesting in the moment, or I met someone new in the hall and I ended up talking to them for 20 minutes. Try not to overprogram your days. Just enjoy, try to learn something new, and have a good time. So with that, we're going to kick off our plenary sessions.